Okay, students, this is the very important mock test which is going to increase your score at least by 2 to 3 questions will be of this pattern. Okay, so in the last moment, this is the best way to prepare yourself for the upcoming mains examinations. Okay, so let's start, and I want that all questions of this are just NTA conducting examination question bank only. So this will be the best method to prepare yourself for the mains exam. Okay, let's start with the first question. In an experiment, 2.4 grams of iron oxide reduced with hydrogen to give this much of iron. Then another experiment, 2.9 grams of iron oxide, but it is not confirmed that these two oxides are same or different. Okay. So second time when carried out, 2.9 gave 2.09. First time carried out gave 2.4 gave 1.68. This is showing supporting which law? Constant proportion, multiple proportion, conservation, or reciprocal. Okay. Answer to this question is constant proportion. What is this? Constant proportion. See how technically they are making the questions. Deliberately they are given two oxides, so people will write the multiple proportion. Okay. But if you see the ratio of iron per gram of oxygen, both way you will get the same answer. Okay. So first question answer is A. So next question is from the equilibrium. H2 and I2 are equal amounts are taken. That means if it is X moles, this is also X moles. And heated to some temperature at equilibrium, 80% of H2 converted to Hi. Then equilibrium constant Kc is option A 64, option B 16, option C 0.65, option D 4. Okay, very simple question from the equilibrium. H2 plus I2 reversible to Hi. Okay, as the number of moles on either side is same, so you can take moles as a concentration. 1 mole 0, 1 minus 0.8, 1 minus 0.8, this will be 2 into zero point 0.8. Okay, so Kc is equal to concentration of Hi whole square divided by concentration of H2 into concentration of I2. And on substituting and simplifying, you will get 64 as the answer. What will be the answer? 64 as the answer. Equal amounts means equal moles over here. Okay. Okay, here is the question. You have to identify false statement. See, four options and four are different chapters. This is from chemical bonding, sorry, atomic structure, magnetic moment, equilibrium constant, coordination compound, and P block. So identify which of the statement is false. False statement you have to select. Okay. Magnetic moment. See, this type of question you have to go technically, because if you start doing like magnetic moment, ordinary student what they will do, they will calculating magnetic moment. You can see any object, any sentence which is directly you can confirm that false statement, like D option. Nitrogen don't have D subshell, how it can be sp3d hybridization? So it is false statement. So don't start from the A option only. Once you have to select the false statement, you can go and all statements can be directly judged. This is what called as a time management, where you will answer more number of questions per given point of time. Okay. So what is the incorrect statement? NCl5. In NCl5, nitrogen does not have D subshell, so it cannot form sp3d hybridization. Okay. Okay. Here, specific conductivity. In specific means per liter, per volume it is there. Okay. So on diluting, volume will be there in the denominator. So you are increasing the denominator, therefore Kc decreases. And there is no such problem for the equivalent conductivity. Okay. So equivalent conductivity will increase on diluting, number of ions will increase. When you add water, ions will increase, therefore lambda c will increase. But in specific conductivity decreases due to decrease in denominator, that is volume is increasing. Okay. Okay, this is 13th group P block question. Here BCl3 first treated with ammonium chloride at 140 temperature and phenyl chloride. Okay. Then the product obtained is treated with reduced with NaBH4. Then what is the Y? X, what is X and what is Y? Okay. So this is simple reaction question. So you should not consume much of the time. Okay. Okay, very good. See, ammonium chloride is there. So first it will form B3N3H3Cl3. What it will form? B3N3H3Cl3. But after reduction, NaBH4, all this chlorine will be replaced to form B3N3H6. Okay. What is B3N3H6? It is called inorganic benzene. Okay. Some place is occupied by nitrogen, some place is occupied by boron, and all places are occupied by hydrogen. Okay. Okay. Next question is, experiment is carried out SO2Cl2 thermal decomposition. Okay. Decomposed by heating. Now there is experiment carried out at 2 times, after 100 and after initially. Okay. And these are in second inverse. Okay. And pressure is in atm. Understood? So from these values, you have to find out what will be the rate of reaction when total pressure is. Initially pressure is 0.5, after 100 seconds 0.6, then after 0.65, what will be the rate of reaction. See, here the formula we will use, it is mentioned first order. So we can use K formula. K is equal to 2.303 upon T into log A upon A minus X. Okay. So initially how much it is available? Only 0.5. Okay. From this, after 100 seconds, that means this will be 100. Okay. That time this will be 2 into 0.5. Okay. 2 into 0.5 will be the total pressure of SO2 and Cl2. Why this 2 is it understood? Because initially whatever it is there, that will be converted into SO2 Cl2, and the extra will be only 0.6 will be SO2 Cl2. Okay. So this is what leftover SO2 Cl2. Otherwise simply we can write 2P0 minus PT. This is A minus X. Okay. This is what A. A is how much? 0.5. A minus X will be 2P0 minus PT. Okay. So all values we substituted, then we will get log K value. Okay. So from K value, what we have to find out? Rate of reaction. R is equal to K into concentration. Here pressure question, so pressure of SO2 Cl2. But here it is given as total pressure as 0.65. Total pressure is how much? 0.65. But what we have to substitute? SO2 Cl2. Same formula. Okay. 2 into P naught is how much? 0.5 minus PT is how much? What it is given? 0.65. So this value you will put over here. Okay. So listen carefully. First, by using first order kinetics formula, we have found K value. K is equal to 2.303 upon T. T is what? 100 seconds. Okay. Log A is what? 0.5. A minus X. Out of this, this is converted to SO2 Cl2. 0.6 is not only SO2 Cl2. It is pressure of 2 moles of this one, and leftover will be this one. Okay. So that is 2 into P naught minus PT. 2 into 0.5 minus 0.6. Okay. So with that you will get K value. And K value you will put here. R is equal to K into concentration or pressure of SO2 Cl2. But again we want only SO2 Cl2. This pressure is given when total pressure is 0.65. To get only P naught pressure of SO2 Cl2, same formula, 2 P naught minus PT. 2 into P naught is 0.5, PT total pressure is 0.65. Then you can substitute here and simplify. Then you will get answer I am writing. You can cross check after that and procedure will be same. Values they may change in the examination, so you should be worried about the process. Okay, answer is 7.8 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay, here is the direct question from the metallurgy. Chemical formula of slag during extraction of copper. Options are Cu2O FeS, FeSiO3, CuFeS2, Cus plus FeO. This was clearly explained. One separate lecture for extraction of copper. Stepwise explanation was done. So if you got any doubt, you can go and refer that. Okay. Extraction of copper. Slag. What is a slag? Slag is a flux plus. Slag is what? Molten material which floats over the molten material, molten metal. Flux plus. What is the flux plus? Gong plus flux will give you the slag. Okay. So slag is formed by flux. What is flux here? SiO2. When you add SiO2, so you will get BFeSiO3. What is answer? FeSiO3. Like in iron, we will get calcium silicate because there gong is what? Calcium oxide. We will use calcium oxide and silica will be extracted as CaSiO3. But in copper, it is normally, this is the ore, copper pyrites. To remove this iron is the gong here. Iron is removed by adding SiO2. So slag will be FeSiO3. Slag will be FeSiO3. Okay, see, benzene carbaldehyde. What is benzene carbaldehyde? Benzene carbaldehyde. When you are not able to write the aldehyde into the main chain, then you will write it as a carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde when treated with NaOH. Okay, this is called as Cannizzaro reaction. Okay, Cannizzaro reaction is applicable for aldehyde without alpha hydrogen. Then there will be two products. One product will be sodium salt of carboxylic acid, oxidized product. Okay, another, this will be first product. It is disproportionation. Disproportionation means same molecule will undergo oxidation and same molecule will undergo reduction. So reduced product will be this one. So now you identify which is A, which is B. See, A is a food preservative. This will be A. And B is a aromatic hydroxy compound. See, OH is the aromatic. And OH is linked to the sp3 hybridized carbon. So it is confirmed that this is B and this is A. Okay. So A is sodium benzoate and B is hydroxyphenol or benzyl alcohol. Okay. What is the answer? Benzyl alcohol is B. Sodium benzoate is A. Okay. Here the sequence is given and what are the reagent we must use to convert propanoic acid to ethylamine. You are given with carboxylic acid, you have to prepare amine. What are the suitable reagent? If possible, try to find out the X and Y also. Okay, should I explain? See, first answer to this question is SOCl2. Now at least tell me what will be the product. CH3CH2 C double bond OH. Okay. So this is one reactant when treated with SOCl2. Okay. SOCl2. So what it will form like this. SO2 will be eliminated, HCl will be eliminated and chlorine will be substituted here. So first product will be CH3CH2 C double bond OCl. This is the X. Okay. Now you treat it with the NH3. Then NH3, how you will write? NH2 and H. H and Cl will be eliminated. Nitrogen will be substituted here. CH3CH2 C double bond O NH2. Amide is formed. Y is what? Amide. Then this is called as a degradation reaction. what it will do, it will remove as a K2CO3. This carbon and this potassium will be removed as a K2CO3. This ammonia will come here. So CH3CH2 NH2. Okay. So answer to this question and every product, is it understood? First one is uh, propanoyl chloride, then propanamide, then ethanamine. Okay. Is this question understood? In this question, which proton can be fast to remove? This proton, this proton, this proton, or this proton? Fastest proton abstraction takes place at. Okay, answer is X. Why? Because see, if I am removing H plus, this will be minus. Okay. See, conjugation already there, one conjugation, two conjugation. Number of conjugations will be improved. That's why this hydrogen will be easily removed. Okay. This cannot be removed. Why? Because these are double bonded carbon atom. Double bonded carbon atom, what they will have, bond length will be very small. This cannot be removed because of withdrawing nature. Because of what nature? Withdrawing nature. So fastest abstraction will be from the carbon of X. Because after I remove X plus, this will be CH2 minus. So one more conjugation improved. Conjugation improved, stability improves. That means loss of H plus will improve the stability, therefore it loses very fast. Okay, very easy question. Most of the transition metal exhibits. See, nowadays they are making what? More than one correct is introduced into mains exam unofficially. Okay, so all four properties you should know, then only you will be able to answer. Okay, so how many of these properties can be first, paramagnetic, definitely, because unpaired chances are there. Here, D subshell will contain 5. So, number of unpaired can be, chances are more. So, less chances are there, diamagnetic. Okay. Variable oxidation properties, definitely. Colored property also, definitely. So, A, C, D. What is the answer? Second answer is correct. Okay, here the given complex molecular formula is CrCl3.6H2O, but it is not known that how many chlorines are outside, how many chlorines are inside. Further, what they have done, they have treated with AgNO3. AgNO3, Ag positive react with only chlorine which is outside. Okay, so how much AgCl is formed? 4.305 AgCl is formed. So accordingly, you have to identify which is the molecular formula. See, simple way. Here, if you calculate silver chloride atomic mass 108 plus 35.5, okay, so it will be somewhere around 143, I think. 142 something. Okay, 142.5, is it correct? So something like this. Okay, so if you check here, it is almost 3 times. 143 is 400 something. Okay, so 3 times 143.5. So if it is 3 times approximately or not, so that means 1 mole of this, 0.1 mole means 1 mole is giving 3 moles. So 3 chlorine must be outside. So 3 chlorine must be outside. That means D option is correct. Which is correct? D option is correct. Okay, CrH2O6Cl3. Why D option? Is it understood? Is it understood? So here in this question, column 1, 2 and 3, you have to match 3-column match and options are given like this. Okay, that is 3-column match is introduced into mains only. So depthness of the questions have improved a lot. Accordingly, your preparation also must go on. Okay, like bromine. Out of this, I find liquid non-metal and its configuration is 4s to 4p5. So A, 3 and Q. Okay, like gold is a noble metal, so B1, and it is a transition metal R. So likewise, you have to match them. then you will get answer as A will be 3, 3 will be Q, B will be 1, 1 will be R. Okay. Then C will be 4, 4 will be P, D will be 2, 2 will be S. This is a 3-column match nowadays in mains only. Everything is copy paste from the advanced examination. So you have to prepare at least for advanced to prepare to qualify mains. See here, two reactions are given. 2Na plus 2H2O, this product. 6CO2 plus 12H2O, this products. You have to identify H2O as oxidizing agent where, reducing agent where, both oxidizing, both reducing, like that you have to identify. Nature of water as a oxidizing or reducing. Okay. See here. Before reaction it is 0. After reaction it is +1. So that happened because of the water only. Therefore it is oxidizing agent. Okay. In one it is oxidizing agent. Is it understood? Now you can cross check in the second one. What is oxidation number here? It will be +4 and it will be 0, H2O. This is carbohydrate, carbon hydrate. That means hydrate is a water molecule. So +4 to 0. So that happened because of the H2O. In second, water is a reducing agent. Okay. So answer is, in first reaction, water is oxidizing agent. In second reaction, water is reducing agent. Okay. Is this understood? Here it is given complete NaCl edge length is 564 and size of Cl minus is given, size of Na plus you have to find out. Okay. In NaCl each edge will be like this. Okay. This is chlorine, and edge center will be occupied by sodium. Okay. This is 2 radius of sodium, 1 radius of chlorine, 1 radius of chlorine. In NaCl, edge is formed by 2 chlorine on corner, 1 sodium at the edge center. So 2 radius of sodium. Okay. So by substituting and simplifying in this formula, 2 Na plus 2 Cl minus is equal to how much it is? 564. So chlorine value you can substitute here. Then you will get sodium value as 101 picometer. How much picometer? 101 picometer. Okay, here 4 alkenes are given. Propene, butene, 2-methyl butene, 2,3-dimethyl butene. Decreasing order of stability. Very nice. Very simple. Hyperconjugation. Number of alpha hydrogens are 12, 9, 6 and 3. So highest stable will be 4. Decreasing order he is asking. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Okay. Hyperconjugation order. Number of alpha hydrogen higher will be stability. Okay. So fourth option, number of alpha hydrogens are 12, 9, see 3, 3, 3, 9, 3, 3, 3, 3, 12. Like that 3 and 3, 6. Only 3, this is 3. Okay, that's why 4 greater than 3 greater than 2 greater than 1. Okay, two elements configuration is given. X is like this, Y is like this. Question is which is more stable and why? Which is more stable and why? X configuration is like this, Y configuration is like this. Which is more stable and why? Okay. Everybody know that this is more stable because half filled, but that is not given. Options are given due to exchange energy maximum, minimum. Okay. Here half filled, because of half filled, exchange energy is minimum or maximum. Exchange energy is half filled or is not given in option. That everybody know half filled is more stable, but half filled is more stable because exchanges can take maximum. Here exchanges can take only minimum. Understood? Only 3 exchanges. Here more exchanges can take place. So exchange energy is maximum. What is the answer? Exchange energy. During exchange energy, maximum energy will be used. Therefore, stable. Okay. X is more stable due to exchange energy is maximum. Maximum exchange energy because maximum number of unpaired electrons are there. Okay. Okay. Here four names are given. Four names are given. Incorrect name you have to identify. Okay. Answer is B. Why? Because numbering can be done like this. Okay. Here it is done like this 5-methyl. So due to wrong numbering, this is incorrect. Due to what? Due to wrong numbering. Okay. Okay. Here you are given with three compound decreasing order of boiling point. You have to arrange. Arrange them in decreasing order of boiling point. 3-methyl butane 2-ol, 2-methyl butane 2-ol, and 2-methyl pentane 1-ol. Very good. First will be what? Pentane 1-ol. This is longest chain. Okay. Your number of branches increases, molecule will become compact, and boiling point decreases. Decreasing order, so highest will be this one, then this one, then this one. Okay. Pentane 1-ol, 3-methyl butane 2-ol, and 2-methyl butane 2-ol. Okay. So largest will be pentane 1-ol. 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. 3 greater than 1 greater than 2. Is it understood? Boiling point is depending on the number of branches. Okay, question is which of the following is correct representation of Boyle's law? Okay. In one option given A, B, C, D like that. Some other option is given A, B only. Some option given C, D only. So you have to verify all. All also possible. Nothing is also possible. How many of this graph verify are correct as per the Boyle's law or represents Boyle's law? Okay, any problem with the D option? Very good, all correct. Okay, apply. Once you apply, PV is equal to K. So that will become as a Y is equal to MX plus C form, and this will you will get. Understood? So all four correctly represents Boyle's law. Understood? All are correct. Very simple question. They have 1 liter of pH 1 solution. They wanted to make it pH 2 solution. How many liter of water must be added? Okay. Integer type question. So pH 1, that means M1 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 1. V1 is 1 liter. Okay. And pH 2 they wanted to make it. M2 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 2. V2 you will find out. Is the V2 is the final answer? No. V2 is the final volume. So water to be added will be V2 minus V1. You will get 9 liter. How much liter? 9 liter. Most of the students are directly writing V2 answer. V2 is the final volume of solution. Water volume will be V2 minus V1. Okay. Okay. 3 reactions are given for balancing. So people earlier what they used to do, from the option they will substitute and simplify to avoid that this type of integer question is made. So you have to balance all the three equations, then you will get x, y, z. Okay. So answer you will get, you can do it. It is a time taking process. Answer to this question is 20. How much it is? 20. Simple balancing only. Okay. Okay, in the previous question, answer is 2 plus 8 plus 10. On balancing, you will get. Okay, this is the nice question from the thermodynamics. Change in internal energy you have to find out. From x to y, it is traveled through the reversible path, and y to x, it traveled through the irreversible path. So, net change in internal energy is very good, because in a cyclic process, internal energy change is how much? Zero. Okay. If it is a cyclic process, then final and initial states are same. So change in internal energy will be how much? Zero. Okay. This is from liquid solution chapter. When a gas is bubbled through water at 298 Kelvin, very dilute solution is obtained. That is, it follows the Henry's law. Henry's law condition is given. Okay. Kh in this constant is 100 kilobar. Okay. If it exerts a pressure of 1 bar, then the number of moles of gas dissolved in 1 liter of water is x into 10 to the power of minus 5. Then x you have to find out. Okay, the answer is like this. Mole fraction is equal to P into Kh. Okay. So from that we could find out mole fraction. Okay. Mole fraction is how much? 10 to the power of minus 5. Then moles of H2O per liter, see 1 liter. So 55.5 moles. So in the mole fraction formula, moles of solute by moles of solute plus moles of solvent. Already we know that it is dilute solution. So X in the denominator can be neglected. So moles of solute is equal to 55.5 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Therefore, X is what? 55.5. What is that? 55.5 is the answer. Okay. Okay, you are given with some groups. In this, you have to find out how many of them are orthopara directing as well as activating. OP directing as well as activating. Number of OP directing and activating. Okay, this is pi bond is there. Already one lecture is there. How to find out OP directing and activating. What is meta directing and deactivating. There is lecture in the organic made easy series. Okay. So like methyl group due to hyperconjugation, it is orthopara directing and activating. And here, due to lone pair on an oxy OH, it is activating. Due to lone pair, it is activating, and activating. Okay. So here, this is activating, OP directing but deactivating. Halogens are the only functional group which are activating, OP directing due to lone pair, but electronegativity is more. Therefore, deactivating. Okay, this is also M directing, deactivating. Okay, this is NH only, it is given. NHR. Actually, this is together. Okay, NHR. So this is also okay. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the answer? 5. 5 are the orthopara directing as well as activating. Like NO2. Pi bond is there, therefore it is deactivating and meta directing. CN, pi bond is there, meta directing and deactivating. Like that tricks I have told you in that how to identify OP directing and M directing, activating or deactivating. If you have more information, then you can go to that lecture. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the questions, and these are all NTA Abhyas questions. So there are bright chances that similar question will appear into your examination also. See you with the next paper. Bye bye.